Hello and welcome to a pretty background picture. This is Aurora. The background picture is actually run by if you see that thing that pops up in the very bottom, that's a thing about changing the music because it's playing music. It's a wrapper to make a portable version of Aurora. This is the example game that it starts with, but we're actually going to start a new game, which gives you a whole bunch of customization. Since I intend to keep doing a series with this, I'm going to call it YouTube. This game is... Ooh, how do I say it? Okay, so this game, it's a 4X game. It's described as the Dwarf Fortress of 4X games. Space Master is God powers, essentially. We're going to ignore that for now. Starting year... I'm gonna cut that back to right now. It's gonna be an alternate universe Earth, we'll just say. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna turn the difficulty down just a bit because I am a noob and because I intend to be playing this a little bit differently from normal. I'm also going to change the encounter rates from 10 and 30 to 5 and 10, so it's a little less likely for us to encounter an alien race. We're going to be the Terran Federation. We're going to be a player race. I'm going to have the... Oh, there's a Terran Federation Empire theme. Oh, I for some reason didn't realize. We're on Earth. We're humans. We're going to do a conventional start. Now, you'll notice the difference down here. I literally just pointed at my screen and then realized you couldn't see that. But you'll see the number of starting shipyards, research facilities, starting tech points, and these options down here change. Conventional start means that you have to research certain technologies to get started, whereas the typical, it's funny, the conventional start isn't actually the normal start. The trans-Newtonian Empire is the normal start. And I can also set my tolerance for different things for the species to make it so we could live better on, like, have an easier, more difficult time on different planets. I'm going to actually leave those at default. Population starts at 500 million. I know it's a lot less than our current Earth, at least that's the default. I'm just going to bump that up to 600. You can see that changes some of these numbers, but I can also modify some of these numbers. We're going to go ahead and start with the shipyard. We're going to start with 6. Let's go ahead and start with 8. No missile bases for conventional start. We're going to leave that off, so we're going to have ICBMs. We're going to pretend those are left over. We're one unified world government, but we have some of those left over. I'm going to set a random number of soul jump points, so we might have a single jump point. I'm not sure exactly how, if it's just straight up 0, like 1 to 6, equally distributed, or, you know, I don't know. But we're going to say that we know what the system, but no, do I want to have the surveys completed? This is alternate reality Earth. No, we don't have a survey completed. We don't know where the jump points are either. This game uses a system where there's a specific number of points that can be used to jump to other systems. There's somewhere... Oh yeah, it's on the other page. There's a thing about networkiness. We're not going to start with any tech points, so there's no point in assigning them or having it automatically create any systems or designs. Soul system and starting empire on Earth, yes. We're going to have the precursors, we're going to have extragalactic invaders, and we're going to have the Star Swarm. They will be available to encounter. We're going to go ahead and have one non-player race starting, and they will be allowed to activate other non-player races. We're going to have overhauls be required and maintenance failures. Jump gates, no, we're not going to have jump gates. Realistic flashes. Oh, excuse me. I wasn't feeling tired at all until I started recording, so I blame you guys for this. Inexperienced fleets, basically, there will be penalties if your fleets are not well trained. Real world solar systems will be used for different... It's got like a big old database. We're going to have orbital motion on asteroids. And the minimum times in which a non-player race will maintain a truce against races who share the same system as their capital. I started a couple other games and I changed this, but I'm going to leave it alone right now because I don't know. And you can see that took a little bit of time and we've done some things and then now it's going to generate some more stuff. It should be pretty quick. Oh, excuse me. You can see my taskbar at the bottom. That's because I'm just recording the desktop because this game takes place entirely in different windows that pop up. You can see, like right now, this one is the one I'm on, and actually there is the game details actually hiding behind it right now. It's actually taking longer than I thought it was going to create this stuff. So while that's not responding, hopefully it'll start responding, I'm just going to talk about these other things. So local system generation chance and generation spread. I forget exactly what the second one means, but basically it's like how likely are new jump points when you discover them to be local or more distant? How much networkiness is there? Sort of difficulty modifier. Construction cycle time. Essentially, the game takes place. It's like a real-time. It's real-time in all the calculations and whatnot, but everything happens in preset terms. And so this is the number of seconds that will be a construction cycle, because combat cycles, yeah, reducing this may have a significant effect on performance. Basically, everything but movement and, what was it? Movement and combat. Oh, yeah, movement and combat happen much quicker than construction and research and mining and whatnot. So this allows you to have them run at a slower rate so that the game can run faster. You can turn that up or down. You probably shouldn't. That's the thing I was already talking about. Minimum comments per system. I'm gonna say... Actually, should I have that? You know what? I'm gonna leave it as 0. The truce countdown, that's a number of seconds, and the reason this doesn't look like the real number of seconds in a year, if you would even notice that, is because all months are 30 days. There's 12 months in a year, 30 days per month. It's a different system. We're not having jump gates, we're not doing that. Now see, for some reason this setting always turns off after creating the game, but before you actually start it, before you actually select it, rather. No overhauls, yeah, jump gates, okay. Detection is normal, no disasters. Alright, so we are all set. Now we're in game. Yeah, this little bar is the main game. And one of the most important things we'll be looking at is the economies tab, which basically allows us to select all our populated systems and set up various things for them. I'm not really going to go over a lot of this except to say conventional industry, we have 1200. Military Academy, we have a level 1 military academy, and we can build in the industry tab, we can build additional military academies to do that. But the military academy, it turns out, is actually, this is not the thing I was thinking of. Oh yeah, I was gonna look for commanders. Yeah, there's this whole thing with assigning naval officers, ground forces officers, civilian administrators, and leading scientists, and these all come from your military, what's the word I'm looking for? Where is it? I could have sworn there's an auto-assign button. See, I just checked the automated assignments, but there's another button somewhere in here where you have to, like, check auto-assign. Click auto-assign. So that should... Never mind, that did not do what I thought it was going to do. I thought that would go ahead and give us the auto-assignments that we need, but it's not at this moment. Well, in any case, oh yes, here's several missile complexes we have. But yes, we're going to need to build a new academy pretty soon. But before I go much further with all of this stuff, getting into the nitty-gritty details, let me show you the pretty map. This is the pretty map. So, this is the solar system. You can see we have a lot of discovered asteroids out there. You can see these numbers here, these 16, 15, you see these kind of in a particular pattern. Those are the areas that we have to scan for potential jump points. Any one of those may be a jump point. If I remember correctly, those don't move, but everything else, because I've set it up this way, has realistic movement. I think Pluto is somewhere... No, wait, nope, that's the Lagrange points. So all of these asteroids are actually orbiting nothing. They're following the Lagrange point of Neptune down here. If you have not heard of Lagrange points, they're pretty freaking cool, and you can see there's some other stuff back here. And basically, on anything's orbit, there are these points where stuff can go stably. That's Uranus. Yeah, we're still in the outer solar system, so let's zoom in quite a bit more. And now you can see we're taking a look at the asteroid belt here. And there's Mars. and here's something on its Lagrange point, and another thing on its Lagrange point, and if I zoom in even further, you'll see we have missile bases on Earth and Bacchus. Missile bases, that's a task group, which is this, no, that's ships. So, missile complexes, ground, these are, where, oh, it doesn't say PDC somewhere on here. Oh, here it is. Planetary Defense Center. These are on the ground, but they're classified as ships. Anyhow, so we have ships, then we also, oops, that was ships, then we have task groups, and you can see right here, we have shipyard task group with nothing in it. This is for when we build new ships, and it'll show up on this map if we build new ships, but we also have the missile bases, which just has all our ground missile bases. We don't need to worry about them having any task force training, which is this 0% over here, because they're not going to be moving around together. They're not going to be unified in any way. They're just kind of their own thing. And then task forces, that's where you get into really complex shit when you're farther in game. So we're not even going to worry about that even slightly. But we do have this. Oh yeah, you can't actually like scroll around the map like I just tried to do. You have to kind of use these buttons over here. But you can see actually, how do I believe oh yeah, I just click it and it focuses on it. So now if I zoom in far enough, you can see we have the moon. Yeah, so we're not going to worry about that right this moment, though. And we also have Wolf, which I'm guessing is a comet. Yeah, so we have a comet that's on its way out of system. And Sol A because it's the first star, this is the only star. And yeah, all these asteroids that we can mine. But before we can mine, we really need to worry about, we're not going to worry about units right this moment. I don't know why I bothered to close that. I can just reopen these things as needed. We're going to take a look at, oh yeah, that's a completely different thing that I need to look at later on. Right now, my industry, I need to make a military academy. I need to make, we have one. I'm gonna say to make, no, I'm gonna go ahead and say make 4. And I'm going to say to use 80% of our possible construction to do that. That's what I'm thinking. Military Academy. 4 of them, 80%. I'm going to go ahead and just create that. That'll take many years to finish, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Conventional ICBMs we can make if we had ordnance factories, but we don't actually have any ordnance factories. Fighters, we don't have any fighter designs yet. We don't have, oh, we do have chip components. We have the ICBM launch controls, and we have some other stuff. And then I can work on the PDC missile complex, which is, yeah, this is what the missile complexes we start with are. And I can refit them, and I can also just say build maintenance supplies, which I don't know how much we need or have or whatever. We might have a thing somewhere in here that says what we have, or it might be in wealth and trade. Let's see. There's a thing here about maintenance facility maximum ship size. So like any ship that's 1,000 tons or less can be taken care of here on Earth, no problem. Planet suitability, colony cost, essentially 0 means ideal habitation. Higher numbers means we need infrastructure to support our population. So like right here, infrastructure required per million population, and current infrastructure, we have none of that. And population supported by the infrastructure, no maximum because this is Earth, we don't need it. And available workers, we have several million just waiting, and we have no commanders assigned. So I do need to set this up. Now, these should be automatically assigned, all of these military ones, these Rs. R's? I think that's for naval. No, I don't know. Well, actually, most of those are ground offices. Actually, all of those are ground offices. None of them are naval officers. But civilian administrators, we need a governor of Earth. And what we need, you can see over here we have our bonuses. Now, what do I care most about? Actually, this one has so much more bonuses. Okay, what do you have? You have wealth creation 30% and mining bonus 10. This has wealth creation 15, but it also has factory production bonuses. I think we're just gonna go ahead and assign you as governor. Where is it? Assign. There you go. Now, why is save here? I honestly don't remember. Save changes to history or notes. don't know what that does. You can actually make medals for people. You can say, oh, hey, you won this or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know why, but it's there. So you can, it has the roleplay stuff in here as well as the actual things. We're going to go ahead and leave the tour length on the default of 24. Oh yeah, we only have the Terran Federation. We're going to leave all that stuff alone. I don't think we need to worry about any of the other stuff because I tell it to auto-assign. The only thing that it won't auto-assign apparently are civilian administrators, or at least the first one won't auto-assign, something like that. I'm not sure if that's true or not. Potential colonies. So you can see that we have colony cost of 2 for both Mars and the Moon. Those are places we could go. I just clicked that by accident, to be honest, but I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing that actually needs to matter. I clicked the economy tab, so that took us straight to economy. Now, maintenance supplies, I don't think we actually need that, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. And the only other thing we can do is build installations, but there's no installations we really need. So, yes, all this time, and I haven't even done my first turn. Part of that is that I'm new to this game, part of that is it's that complicated. I'm actually going to go ahead and modify this to be 100%, because we're not going to build anything else right now, we're just going to focus on that. And you know what, I'm also going to say... No, I'm gonna keep it on 4. It's just see, I'm gonna change the percent capacity later on. So right now it's saying build 4, and that is my ultimate goal. But later on, I'm gonna make it take less of our factories than we actually have. So yeah, I don't know how the teams and academy thing works really. I really don't. They have certain training and skills which are useful for assembling teams to do different things. I think where I'm mostly going to use this is the geology, but I'm really not sure what I'm doing with that stuff. Right now, I do know one thing that I should work on, which is research. And if I remember correctly, we won't have anything available... Oh, we can have a minimum engine power modifier, which I'm not gonna work on right now. We don't have anything under missiles. We don't have any... Oh, we do have some logistics stuff, which is... None of the stuff is stuff I need. We're not going to worry about that. Energy weapons, for some reason the spinal mount energy weapon is always there to start with. Don't know why. Maybe that's intended, maybe it's not. I got the impression that it's not intended, but the most important thing we need is the trans-Newtonian technology, because that will be used for, for everything else basically. So we're going to go ahead and assign James Kirby, who can use up to 10 labs, but we only have 8. We're going to assign him 7 labs. We're going to tell him to do a thing. And we're also going to start another project with Kyle Kemp, just so that his bonus might go up. Basically, the bonus, you notice they have a specialization. If you're having them research something with their specialization, they get 4 times bonus. But if they're researching anything else, they still get the bonus. And their bonus goes up if they're being used. If they're being utilized, then they can get better, but if they're not being utilized, then they don't go anywhere. And so I'm going to want this guy, Kyle Kemp, to work on something while our other research is going on. I think the civilian economy expansion is actually a good thing to have going. I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and just have him work on that. You can see that says it'll take till 2040, and gosh, even with 7 research labs, it will take us till 2020 to do that. And you can see we have not enough materials right now. We do have a shortage on everything just based on us building some military academies, which is not very good. Maintenance facility, military. No, that's all I can build right now. I can't do anything else. There's one other thing I'm going to do though. I do have a single shipyard, and we're going to tell this shipyard to add 2,000 to its capacity. No, we're going to just tell it to add 1,000 to its capacity, and so it will be working on that till the 1st of January 2019. And then this is where the variable time steps come in, and you can also have it automatically do turns until something interesting happens. And since I believe I have everything set up that I need to set up, I'm going to go ahead and have the universe step at 30 days at a time. Somewhere on here it'll say the time. Oh, yes, in the top right, it's 1st of April. Did we stop? Did something happen? Is this... Oh, yes, that is events. So, let's see. We have command assignments. We have a new shipping line from someone. All these command assignments were the... Yeah, they're all the infantry and missile complexes. last increment, and then we have through experience as a project leader. Oh yeah, administrative ratings. We have a mineral shortage, sodium shortage in fuel production. We have a new administrator. Oh yes, that means they graduated from the academy. And then we have officers getting better. And in fact, this right here, the sodium shortage, is what caused us to stop moving through time. And in order to stop that from happening, because that's just going to continually happen and there's not really much I can do about it, if I go over to industry, I can tell the fuel production to stop producing fuel. We have a whole ton of it. We're not going to need it for a while, and so it should be fine. I think, I don't know if I hit that once on this screen, if it'll start auto-advancing. Doesn't look like it will. So we went once and I forgot the number. Are we using any of it? I don't think we are, because I think it's only used for ships. Yeah. So now we can continue with our automatic time travel happening. And I just need to remember that the events looks like a map up there, because I keep thinking the events screen should really be like a giant E for some reason, or like a checklist or something. It's just, that's what my mind keeps expecting, but that's not what we're getting. And it is the 1st of January, 2019. And we're still going. Interesting. Oh, no, we're stopped at February. Okay. I feel like it should have a notification there saying why we stopped or something, but it doesn't. And you can see we have built 0.6 of a military academy. And... oh, we haven't... oh, yeah, we haven't completed that. What was January? Oh, yeah, January was completing the shipyard expansion. So it's at 2,000. And that's our Navy, the type, TY. That's actually type. Oh, you can move this. Yeah, let's go ahead and... oh, it's just TY. Okay. I thought that would expand out to give us the full name. Well, in any case, our one shipyard has 2,000 capacity. We don't have any ships to build yet. We don't have the necessary technology to really... like, there's nothing we should build right now. If I remember correctly. Mining maintenance, yeah, we're using too much duranium, which is a problem. It'd be nice if we could build more mines, but we can't yet. We need to research that through trans-Newtonian technology, if I remember correctly. That's underground infrastructure. That's not something I need to worry about. Yeah, that's all I can do right now, is just keep going and keep building the military academy so that we get more people in here to work on stuff. So, yeah, even though this shipyard doesn't have anything to do, I mean, I suppose I could tell them to add more capacity. Actually, you know what? Let's tell them to add an extra slipway. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That'll keep them going for quite a while, and it will allow other things to happen. And while time is spinning away, I'm going to eat a freaking banana, because I haven't eaten anything today. So I believe we have stopped. It is September 2020, and I didn't quite finish the banana. So in our research, looks like we have completed our trans-Newtonian. Sorry, enjoying the banana. So I'm not going to worry about any biology right now. I do, however, need... fighter production. Oh, yeah. What I do need to do, I think... no, it's not one of these options. I could have sworn there was an option in here to spend our time converting our conventional industry into... whoa. Installations. Here it is. Convert CI. Now, CI is what we have right now with our production rate that we're building stuff. That is, it's in summary, I believe. It'll say that we have five maintenance facilities. We have 1,200 conventional industry. We have 8 research labs. We have 1 ground force training facility. Yeah, that's... oh yeah, we have 1 deep space tracking station. We should probably get more of those at some point. But right now, the problem is... first of all, let's go ahead and you can see the exact number there, but let's go ahead and modify this percentage down to 5%. I'm just doing that so that I have freed up percent, so I'm not queuing items, but telling it to do things right away. Now, we need to convert the conventional industry into construction factories, fighter factories, fuel refineries, mines, or ordnance factories. Now, this being early on in the game, I'm thinking we should convert... We have 1,200. Let's convert 600 of those. Yeah, let's just convert 600 of those, and we'll use, say, 60% of our industry to do that. So we really want to get that converted. That's 600. 60% of our capacity. Now, we want to convert 400 to mines, and we're going to use... I guess we're going to use 35% of our capacity. We're going to use 35% of our capacity because we want this to go as quickly as possible. I'm actually going to reduce this down to 58%, and I'm going to reduce the military academy down to 1% because those are not as important right now, and you're going to go ahead and go up to 41%. So now we have everything still going, but we're converting to construction and mines because we need to do that. They'll be more efficient. We'll get more out of them. And as this goes along, we will be able to do more. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, wait, no. We need to set research as well. That's an important thing to do. So, fuel production, no. Mining production, that's actually probably important. The research rate is actually the thing that I'm most interested in because our research is so slow right now. But I think also it'd be nice to have... I think research rate is what we're going to go for. That's under construction and production, yes. I think research... Oh yeah, so research... Yeah, we're not going to worry about weapons right now. We don't need that stuff. Logistics and ground combat. Again, I don't think we need any of this right now. Yeah, the only thing... Orbital habitat module. It would be nice to have that. There are some things there that we will want in the future, but we don't have a need for them right now. We really don't. And warheads and things. Missile launchers and blah blah, all this stuff. There's a lot of stuff we can do here that we just don't need right now. Yeah, we're not going to worry about all of this. I will, however, if I don't have it unlocked already... Yeah, I do want geological survey scanners. And I do want gravitational scanners. Do we have grav scanners? There's active grav scanner strength. But it looks like we already had grav scanners. So we're going to go ahead and put James Kirby, who's normally good with defensive systems. We're going to put him on geological survey scanners. And then we are going to go ahead and queue up the next thing as the research rates because we need that to happen. But that's all we're going to worry about for the moment. And of course our other scientist is going to continue his work on expanding the civilian economy. By the way this game works, the research required stays constant. Like, if you cancel researching something and then come back to it later, it'll stay where it was. You don't have to completely give up a research project just because you didn't complete it. And that's all gonna be that's gonna be all for this episode, because it's already been half an hour just with this basic start. And I will start fast forwarding time until the next thing happens between episodes. So, thanks for watching, and etc, etc. See you in space.